After suffering a 7-month setback due to a cut sustained in a loss to Sebastian Fundora, Tszyu is ready to return to the ring. The Australian boxer will face unbeaten IBF champion Bakram Murtazaliev on October 19th in Orlando, Florida, in a highly anticipated comeback fight. Tszyu, a former junior middleweight title holder, sees the scar from his previous bout as a symbol of vengeance rather than defeat. Reflecting on his loss and recovery, Tszyu emphasized the importance of focusing on the present as he aims to reclaim his place among boxing's elite. The fight will be the first Premier Boxing Champions event streamed on Amazon Prime, offering Tszyu a fitting platform for his comeback. Facing a towering opponent in Murtazaliev, Tszyu's determination to rise again will be tested as he seeks to add another chapter to his career. In other boxing news, Roy Jones Jr. weighs in on potential Crawford versus Canelo matchup, highlights mentality shift needed for Bud. In a recent statement, Roy Jones Jr. discussed the mentality required for Terence Crawford to face Canelo Alvarez, contrasting it with lesser opponents. According to Jones, while Crawford poses a challenge to many, he doesn't need to be overly concerned when fighting smaller or less experienced fighters. However, a fight against Canelo would demand Crawford's absolute best, as the Mexican champion's size, strength, and experience present a formidable challenge. Jones emphasized that Crawford would need to adjust his mindset for Canelo, acknowledging the size difference and experience gap. Canelo is big, and he's only gotten stronger over the years, Jones stated, pointing out that Crawford would need to bring his A-game if he hopes to stand a chance.
Because Canelo is big, had just as much experience as Bud has been a bigger fighter for years now, and has only gotten bigger and stronger as he's gone. So that's a fight that Bud got to say, okay, now my hands are full. Now I got to go get this mind right and focus and get myself the best that I can be, because if I'm not at my very absolute best, I'm not going to beat this guy. That's a different mentality. So the mentality is what makes it interesting for me. Do I think Canelo can beat Bud? It's a tough fight to call. I think his size may be his best going factor, but if he goes out and boxes Bud, he's not going to beat Bud boxing. He's not.
Despite Jones' confidence in Crawford, critics argue that this potential matchup is more about securing a lucrative retirement fight for Crawford rather than a genuine contest. Skeptics point to Crawford's performance against smaller opponents, like 154-pounder Israel Madrimov, where he narrowly avoided defeat, questioning Crawford's ability to handle Canelo's power at 168 pounds. Ultimately, the fight's feasibility rests on whether funding can be secured to meet Canelo's $150 million asking price. Without it, Jones' speculations may remain just talk, as Crawford has yet to show interest in moving up to face the likes of David Benavidez, a step many believe is crucial to proving his legitimacy at super middleweight.